Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to the penultimate episode in the dwarven campaign of my Age of Fear 3 Let's Play. It should be good. We are going to dive right in, no messing about.
Skeletons are strange things to fight. They're held together by old tendons and flesh, so all it takes is a couple of good swings to break 'em up. The problem is, if they've been dead a long time, smashing 'em gets a bit dusty. So there we were, bashing out a room full of skeletons, dust so thick filling the air it was hard to breathe. Then Gilrock clearly got a glimpse of something special, because all we heard next was Gilrock being Gilrock. Clearly, this wasn't Gilrock's proudest battle moment, but he went with it. He broke off from the fight and charged through the undead till he was in the next room, letting loose a battle cry all the while. Thunk! The doors shut behind him.
And here we go, folks, into the final battle. This is the final duel. Let's get it done. So we only have Gilrock to fight Vladimir with. To be interesting. We're definitely outnumbered, so we may want to take some medicinal potions. Is there anything else we want? The Shield of Ages is useful. His Amulet of Destruction is okay, but I don't want to drop his defense. I'm thinking Formula of Invulnerability rather than Potion of Heroism. Potion of Heroism is useful, but because when it wears off you lose health, if my character's low health, I'd be super pissed if he keels over because of the kickback from the potion. So we better switch it out. We're going to put the Potion of Vulnerability on just because it will protect us for a couple of rounds in combat with the vampire, which would be useful. I'm going to sell what money objects I have left. Give him the all-seeing eye, even though he can't have mind control. It's just useful to have, just as a safety net perhaps, in case something happens. We have everything. Yeah, that's pretty sure. Let's go and do this. This is the final battle, folks. Vladimir, you killed my brother. Ugh! Stammers Gilrock. Damned coffin, why are you leaving all this trash on the floor? Someone might trip and get hurt, he demands. Or declares, I suppose. Vampiress, hey Gilrock. Oh my, where are my manners? Good day, ladies, declares Gilrock politely. And the neighbour pays us a visit after so long absence. The famous Gilrock, I thought you'd be taller by now, declares Vladimir, the vampire lord. Don't you be pushing your luck, bloodsucker, declares Countess Gilrock. I assume you seek revenge? I am going to kill you right dead, Vladimir. I guess there's a saying, and I guess the mind control ain't quite kicked in, yes. Either that or there's no brains for that magic to take hold of, just like your brother. Why did he have to mutate? Muttered Vladimir. Aye, I was right, it was your doing, I knew it. Ready your skull for my hammer, declares Gilrock. Right. Potion of Vulnerability. Let's get that out of the way. We're probably gonna have to try and fight off kill the vampires first, or vampiresses first. Feisty, aren't you? Layla, no! Roars Vladimir as you crush one of his vampire brides. He summons a skeleton. She tries to do something, or tries to do life drain, but I resist it. Kill him. With the counter attack, we're going to punch her in the face with our magical sword. Stay down, you rotten licherous thing. You will die for that, and that's not even a suitable insult, you moron. Lecherous, I should say. Right, so he summons her back up. And we'll punch her in the face again to stay down. I'm trying to wear out his magic so that he doesn't have any more power. For I suspect I'm surprised he's not charging into melee. He's got double attacks, double damage. He's a vampire lord, so he'll do a lot of hits. Why is he trying to hit me? Physical resistance is off by the looks of it. Yeah, it's worn off. Right, time to punch some blokes in the face.
Incoming.
Vladimir, hey, not in the face. Ugh, he stammers. And that's had knocked the good looks off you, declares Gilrock as he smashes his sword into place. My pretty face, roars the vampire. Just die, you bastard, you lived for too long anyway. Oh, he cracked his skull open wide, that's a good thing. He's trying to do chill touch, why isn't he trying to hit me? Right, yeah, we punched him again. Chill touch again, okay. And he's dead. Man, that was anticlimactic. I don't know if it was just that I'd made Gilrock super tough, or... But that was... To be honest, that was a bit of anticlimactic ending. I mean, like, he tried to chill touch me a couple of times, which would be pointless, because I got really high magical resistance. Why didn't he just try and melee me?
That battle was no cakewalk, and we arrived just gruesome. In time to clean up. Gilrock claimed that Vladimir kept teleporting backwards and forwards about the room. It's more likely that he kept getting lost in all the dust that got kicked up. But it was the climax of his quest, so we let him have his moment. I wasn't in there long before we heard the familiar sound of a warhammer meeting flesh and bone. Sure enough, we won by default when all the skeletons simply toppled to the ground while we were in the middle of fighting them. We pulled Vladimir out of the crypt, impaled him on a whole bunch of branches, then burned him till he was nothing but hash. A job well done.
Man, that's a gory image.
We broke out the finest of ales that Gilrock's brother had put aside. Them mutants got some of their brains back too, I think. Not too sure, really, as I don't remember anything after we started celebrating. What I do remember, though, is we woke up a week later having made fast friends with some of them thick green lads. They weren't trying to kill us no more, but lads, Gilrock looked like a genius compared to this lot. And thinking back, Gilrock was one of the dumbest heroes I've ever known. What happened to Gilrock, ye ask? Well, I'm sad to say he did what any broken man with nothing left in the world does. He drank and drank and drank some more. Eventually, some paladin acquired Vladimir's old place. Gilrock got chummy with the closest other dwarven stronghold. Their boys fixed him up and his family's fort. Then he lived happily ever after, until that thing with the paladin. But ye kids ain't old enough for that story.
Oh man, that would be so cool if we went and fought paladins. Maybe they just demanded taxation. It's like, we are bringing in taxation, and Gilrock just says no and just punches them in the face. Right, well that's the end of it. We can still freely roam the world afterwards. There is one place I didn't go, which the developers said would pop up at the end if I was interested in it. Which is the Well of Souls up in Iceland. This gloomy citadel was once home to the mighty and dreaded undead king, once a beacon of wickedness, striking fear into all that lived. The righteous expedition led by Sir Edward into the heart of their lair at last brought the undead king's reign to an end. Many believe the key to the undead's power was his ability to tap into dark energy trapped beneath the earth on which his lair was built. The gates to the underworld may be closed, but the tortured souls of countless innocents put to death within the sickly palace walls may never find peace. The evil entities that stalk the grounds have long been routed, yet an unsacred sense of fear still clings to the desolate fortress. Only the bravest of heroes could dare to enter. Let's go in. The heroes emerge from their shadowy corridor into a circular chamber with a deep well at the centre. Cautiously stepping around the piles of bones left on the floor from Sir Edward's fateful visit, the party approaches the well's edge and peers down into the swirling, inky black. These waters were poisoned long ago by ritual spilling of blood. The immeasurable suffering inflicted at its wicked place is etched into the walls. Overlapping scratches and claw marks left in the brick offer a history of struggle, desperate captors fighting for their lives against the sacrificial dagger. Blood must have been the currency for which dark wars were exchanged. Are the heroes willing to make the sacrifice? I do like these references. I must admit, the original Age of Fear game, when you were playing as an Axemancer, was the best one, in my opinion. Story-wise, anyway. Right, we can offer up the dwarf, we can offer a priest, because those are the only two we have. Let's go with Opera Dwarf and see what we get. Aha, here you come. This is Sparta! The dwarf looks around. What? As he's thrown down the well. Oops, my bad. You didn't want... Gilrock, that wasn't nice, chastises Finn. Sparta kicking down your friend. Gilrock falls silent. Not saying, Gil. What will you say to his mama? Alright, one day we'll come back and dig him up, mutters Gilrock. Bollocks. Dwarvish honour comes cheap these days, mutters Finn. I just did that just to see what it would happen, and we got Death Warrior's armour, which looks cool. So I'm not going to do anything else, I just wanted to see what it did. And I think that's the last of the events in the world. I can't get into the Temple of the Moon, but we know what that does. So, let's have a look at this armour quickly. Death's Warrior's armour. Ooh, pretty nice. Despair attack unbreakable, immune to fear, plus to attack and defense, but you can be holy while using it, which is understandable. Right, so this is the end of the Dwarf campaign, ladies and gentlemen. I have to admit the final battle was a bit anticlimactic. I don't know, maybe the enemy AI should be tweaked that the Vampire Lord is super, like, melee orientated or something, because he just kept on trying to chill me. So, I don't know. The problem was you went from such an intense battle with all the golems to the final vampire battle. It was like, okay, we beat him in like 4 rounds. I mean, maybe I should have been playing on a slightly harder difficulty. That is something that I am considering, folks. I'm going to be starting the Dryad campaign on Monday, and I am considering playing it on a harder difficulty just because I normally play the Age of Fear series on normal, so we don't have to do a lot of reloading of battles. But I am considering playing it on a slightly harder difficulty. I mean, to be honest, with all the changes that have been going on in the Age of Fear series of late, I might just go back through the entire series again after this one is complete and just play them on a much harder difficulty setting, or go into multiplayer. I have been meaning to do some multiplayer battles with other people. The Dryad Narelle and her monstrous partner have vengeance to exact on a mysterious mage. Will they combined forces be enough to kill off the enemy? Right. So that's the Dryad mission, but as I said, we'll do that next week. And that's everything, loyal to ladies. This has been the Dwarf campaign. If you've liked, please press the like button. If you wish to subscribe, please press the subscription button. And I shall see you all next time, folks. Goodbye.